Good morning. This is Betty, Fancy Grandma. I'm going to make you another video. I have a subscriber want me to make cauliflower pizza crust. It is very good for you, very healthy, and it's also low carb. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's so simple, so simple. I've got my cauliflower, but you can if you don't have one of these, I've got a little processor here. I got this from the Potter's house. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to show you. You can either grate it like this with a grater, or I'm going to use my little processor. If you like my videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I make a new one. And hit the like button and send me a comment. I love this little blender. Anyway, I've got 2 cups of mozzarella cheese shredded. I've got right here. I shredded it with this. I always shred mine. I don't buy it ready or shredded. You can if you want, but I always shred mine like this. But anyway, I've got almost 2 cups. It don't have to be exact, but it's about 2 cups, more or less. And I'm going to put 2 cups of cauliflower in here. So I've got this little lab blended. Pour that in there. It's not hard to do this at all. I could use my big processor, or I could just use my hand grater, but I'm going to try this little one. I thought, this would be the perfect little size. Put that back on there, put my blade back in. Dump me some more cauliflower. I just chopped my cauliflower up pretty fine for this. So this is such a tiny little food processor. I've got my oven turned on at 450 degrees. So you know how hot to cook. I literally love this little thing. I got it for, I think, $5 at Potter's house. Potter's house is a good place. They help kids in need. And so I like to support them. But anyway, that's where I got that little thing. We're going to have at least 2 cups. Well, if you don't have quite 2 cups, that's fine. More or less, we'll say. But I've got almost 2 cups there, so I'm going to dump it in with my cheese. Get this out of the way. Okay, got that in there. I'm going to put a half of a teaspoon of baking powder in here. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Oops, wrong place there. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of arrowroot. I use arrowroot a lot, but I've got a tablespoon here. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of arrowroot in there. 1 tablespoon. Get this out of my way. Get this out of my way. Okay. Now, I'm going to put 1, well, I want to mix this. I kind of want to mix this up first. I'll get the spoon and mix this first. Mix all this together, the cheese and the arrowroot and your cauliflower. Mix it good, because you want it to be mixed really good when you put it in your pan. Some people say not to put salt in it. Well, I put a little salt in mine. I don't care what they say. Is that salt? Yeah. I just put a little salt in mine. And if you wanted to, you could put cayenne in here. You could put garlic salt. You could put oregano in it, anything you'd like, but I just make mine plain. So anyway, just mix that up. Whoops, I made a kind of a mess, didn't I? Scoop that back up, put it in there. Okay, mix that up good. Now I'm going to take 1 egg and put 1 egg white in it. Not the yolk, just the white. Just going to let that egg white drop in there. Put the yolk over there and I'll cook it later with scrambled eggs or something. We're going to mix this up really good. Like I said, you can put garlic in here. You can put any seasoning you want, I guess. But like I said, I just want mine plain. Here's one I've already baked. That's what it's going to look like. But you can flip it. See, it's just pretty on one side as the other. But anyway, I got my oven 450, but I'm going to get this good and hot here. I'm going to good and mix it up. I've had a subscriber want me to make this for a long time. I finally decided I was going to do it this morning. Okay, I'm going to cook it on parchment paper. And I got to cut my parchment paper, so I folded it in fours. Laid it right there. Get me a pair of scissors. And we're going to, that's about the middle of the pan, I figured. So just mark it around here. Everybody thinks it's a big deal to cut parchment paper out. It's not. Just fold it and cut a circle out of it. A little bit big, it don't make no difference. Okay, there's my parchment paper. Now I'm going to dump this on there. My granddaughter loves these pizzas. I'll probably call her after a while and ask her if she wants one of them, because I'm going to make 2 of them today. Pull my sleeves up, don't want to get my sleeves. Okay, we're going to mash this all up together and start mashing it out on this pan. I want it pretty thin. I don't like mine thick, I like mine thin. And we're just going to keep it mashing. This is a pan with holes in the bottom. You don't have to have one like that, but that's what I've got and that's what I'm using. I think it actually makes them better. Anyway, I want to show you a secret. Use a paper towel if this is sticking to your hands. Take your paper towel and lay on here. Just push it out. When the paper towel gets wet, kind of wet, pull it off and stick another on there. But this way you always, I mean, it's so easy to mash out with a paper towel under it. But I want to mash it pretty deep because I want mine pretty thin. See how that does? Anyway, I'm going to get me another paper towel. Just keep it pressing until you get it thin as you like. Which I said I like mine pretty thin. So I'm making mine thin. And I guess nobody knows this. Well, I guess it's a secret because I'm the only one that does it. Uses a paper towel to spread this out. You'll probably see everybody using one now because I made one like this, but it works so good. Just keep it pressing. You want the sides kind of rounded up so your sauce won't fall off. Just kind of take your hands and push it up like this. Now, isn't that pretty? I may want to mash it a little bit flatter even. I like mine pretty flat. I've always liked thin crust pizza, so this is going to be pretty thin. See, if you use your hand, it usually sticks to them. But if you use that paper towel, you don't have no problem. There you go. That's ready to bake now. I've got 450 degrees. And I'm going to bake it for 18 minutes until it gets good and brown. I'm going to have to wash my hands, so excuse me. Got to come over in front of the camera. But this is so simple to make. And you know what? It's good for you. Better than the old flour crust. Plus that, you're getting vegetables and things in it. Throw that away. Now, right here, I've cooked hamburger. I got a little bit of hamburger, about a half a pound out, and I had it in my skillet. I'm gonna cook it. And I've got some Italian sausage I cooked a couple of days ago, and it's been in the refrigerator in this jar. So I'm gonna mix it with it. My granddaughter and I like a lot of meat on ours. And meat's really good for you. So anyway, I'm going to put some Italian sausage in it that I'd already had cooked in the fridge. And you know me, I always keep my sausage cooked in the freezer. So I've got some sausage here I had in the freezer. Just sausage patties I cooked. So I'm going to break some of that up in there. Get that on to heating. Well, I'm messy this morning. I'm knocking everything out. I guess I'm trying to do it in a big hurry. Anyway, I think I'm going to put a little Italian seasoning in it. I need to wipe my hands again. You can add what you want. I'm going to put a little Italian seasoning if I can get it open. Oops, maybe I just need to open it up. Just sprinkle a little Italian seasoning in there. As soon as this gets warm, I'm going to take it out of the pan. And I'm using, this is from Aldi's. It's organic, simple nature, marinade paste sauce. But I use that for my pizza. It don't have no sugar in it, so it's very good for you. It's all organic. So I'm going to use that for my sauce this morning. So we're going to get my pizza. You know, I may stick this back in the oven and warm it up a little few minutes while I'm cooking this. Anyway, I think I've got this all warmed up. Now I'm going to dump that in here because I need this pan for something else. I'm going to scrape this in here. I've got it warmed. Yep, I'll say I'm sloppy this morning. Now, I've got onions and peppers chopped up in here, and I don't like raw. Anything raw in mine. If you like it raw, go ahead and just leave it raw, but I like mine. And I'm going to put a few mushrooms in it, or on it. You don't have to put mushrooms if you don't like them. Just add what you want. Just make it like an original pizza. That's all it is. But anyway, I'm going to kind of cook these onions and peppers because I don't like them unless they're cooked. Put it in there and kind of cook them for a few minutes. I think my pizza crust. On that big pan a while ago, so it's almost too big for this pan, but it'll work. I may throw my mushroom in there too. Okay. The rest of it, you know what to do. I mean, you just take it and make it like a pizza. I'm going to spread a little bit of sauce. I don't like a lot of sauce. My granddaughter don't like a lot of sauce. We're just going to put... I'm just going to put a little bit of sauce on mine. Not much at all. But I don't like a lot of sauce. Probably all I want on mine. Now we're going to start putting our meats on it. We both love lots of meat, so I'm going to put a lot of this meat on here. I'll put it all on. Spread it all out. I like a lot of meat on my pizza. And I think I'm going to put a little more of this oregano seasoning on it. I don't know. There. Sprinkle a little more oregano on there. You could slice tomato. I've got a tomato here, but I'm not going to put no tomato on mine. I'm just going to do this. Okay, my pepper and onions and everything's cooking over here. Now, I've got mozzarella cheese here I shredded. I'm going to put mozzarella cheese on mine. I haven't got no pepperoni or something, nothing like that, but I've got Italian sausage and hamburger, so that's going to be just as good. And if I want more cheese, I'll put more in. I think it needs a little more cheese. Whoops. My cheese is about gone. I'll just put the pieces on there. Okay, I think this is cooked long enough. I just don't want the raw taste on it. Okay, we're going to sprinkle this all over it. You can put anything you like on here. Your little heart's desire. Just put anything on there. And I put on what I like. My granddaughter likes this, so we're going to spread it all out on there good. And like I said, you could even slice or chop a tomato up. I don't want that on mine. So we're going to put it back in the oven. We're going to put it in there long enough. I think I want it on the top shelf, so I'm going to move that other pizza crust down. And take this out for a few minutes. Okay, we're going to just, all we're wanting to do is melt the cheese on that. But this one I'm going to have to put back in until it's done. But it wasn't that simple. I mean, so simple, so simple. And you know, you can buy the cauliflower pizza crust, but I think they cost like $6 or something, maybe even more. And I've heard they're not even good. So why not make your own? It's so simple and easy. But anyway, we're just going to melt that cheese a little bit on there and it's going to be done. But I already had my Italian sausage cooked. I had it cooked in this jar in the refrigerator. So I already had that done. And I've had my sausage. I fry my sausage ahead and put it in the freezer. So when I need sausage, I've got it for a sausage biscuit or anything I want it for. So that's done. So anyway, then I use this marinara sauce for my sauce. And it is so easy and so simple. My cheese is melted. You can brown your cheese or just melt it. I'm going to go ahead and just melt mine, like to see what it looks like. Now, isn't that the most delicious looking pizza you ever had? Always looks scrummy. I'm going to have to call my granddaughter because she literally loves these. Anyway, you have a very blessed day. I wish that would get done, but it takes like 18 minutes to cook this crust right here. So it's going to take a while for that to get done. I'd like to show you what I do after. When you take it out, that paper, that seems like that parchment paper is going to stick to it. Well, just flip it over on the pan and just peel the parchment paper off. It works perfect. So don't just try to dig it off. Flip it over and pull it off real easy. Okay, well, you have a very blessed day. And I think after you eat your Christmas lunch and everything, you'll want something different. So this good pizza is very, very healthy for you and easy to make. So try it. Bye. Have a blessed day.